Have you ever been a part of a work culture that just had some really toxic individuals in that environment? It only takes a couple of toxic people to really bring down the vibe of the entire organization. And so it's so important as a leader that you really work on your own health. The things that we maybe have absorbed as kids and maybe some of the negative patterns that have evolved in our life, they do come to work with us. And so we really do need to make sure that we have received healing in those places and that we are functioning in a healthy way. In fact, if you as the leader have not really dealt with your own stuff, that does trickle down and create a negative and not so free environment in the culture. So how can you work on yourself as the leader? And then how can you invite the people on your team to also take steps to become healthier? Because it will really enhance the overall culture of your organization. One of the books, and there's many, but one of the books I've recently read, I'll share with you here, is Emotionally Healthy Leaders. And I encourage you to dive into that and really kind of see what Peter has to say about the significance and the importance of having healthy people on the team. And maybe you're a part of a team and you yourself are feeling pretty healthy and normal and all of those good things, but there are others on the team. How can you model good boundaries, good ways of communicating that will help them to step up and become more of who they need to be? Oftentimes even behind what it is that's driving that toxic behavior is your fear monster, right? That thing that was birthed in your childhood that lingers and continues to hold you back both personally and professionally. Well, if you'd like more on how to cultivate a really positive free culture, I've got a link down below, as well as some information on that fear monster concept. We all have that fear monster, and I encourage you to identify what that is so you can recognize it when it shows up in your life, but also, even more importantly, to determine who it is that God created you to be so that you can walk more fully in that. The more we embrace God's love for us, the more we are able to not only love ourselves, but then pour out that kind of love onto those around us in a positive way that ultimately ends up impacting culture. Hey, I'm Marvin Iconus from Lead Life Well, and if you're a leader struggling to navigate the vortex of culture, I would love to chat with you. And if you're interested in pursuing that concept of the fear monster, I'd love to chat with you as well. Again, there's some links down below. And hey, let me know what other topics you would love for me to cover. You can add them in the comment section down below. And if you haven't already, hey, like this video and subscribe to this channel.